Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How's it? Good evening. I caught your name from Kama earlier on. My name is Ndemfayo Kahuhwena. Oftentimes, my friends call me Chicken. The name Chicken is it's from my father. It was his war name, and I look exactly like the guy, so I inherited it. I call him a guy because we have a friendship relationship. And I think it's about time we start calling the elders guys and girls, because that's actually what they really act like in today's world. But I want to start off by introducing myself. Demfayo Kahuhwena, yes, and I was born in Angola. I want that to be clear because I'm a product of the liberation struggle of Namibia. I'm a product of SWAPO. I'm a product of PLAN, People's Liberation Army of Namibia. And we were born in exile, you know. It's basically being born a refugee. In exile, you know, I'm among the youngest kids to be born in exile, so they called us Ihampunda. Because chances are most of us were born with kwashiorkor, very likely. So we had these big swollen bellies and, you know, everything that you see about traumatized kids on TV, we kind of look like that. Although it may not look like that today. And a lot of us in exile, I don't know about Kama here, but we all caught measles. Very likely, all of us had near-death escapes. Like, it was a very big thing, you know. Most of the kids in exile caught it, and a lot of kids passed on from this. So if you were able to survive it, you are really lucky, and I would say you are here for a good reason. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm currently live. It's not something I'm really used to, being live on social media, but let's roll with it. So I grew up in Windhoek. I went to PPS over here, I went to Van Rijn, and I completed my secondary school at Centaurus Primary School. Centaurus High School, CHS. I need to focus, you know, it's been a long day. When you do things at the end of the day, you just need a little bit of support, you know, from someone who's listening. Yeah. So I finished at Centaurus High School. I never went to university because I believe in unlearning, unschooling. And this is really to detach myself from the current systems and the stereotypes that have been implanted within us. If you look at history, the history that we learn in school, it teaches African history beginning with slavery. So it's as though we just fell out of nowhere and we were slaves and shipped off to America. And those are our relatives who we are completely detached from. So first of all, I would like to thank you for joining us. I'm not sure exactly everybody's position here and what the purpose behind your being here is. But first of all, I would like to say it's a good thing. And if we are united here by Ubuntu, Unu, you know, I think Ubuntu is a Zulu word for Unu, like personhood, humanity. If we are united by that, then I think we can go very far. I'm not sure also exactly why I am standing here, but for somehow, I think it's all written in the stars that we are connecting here and then we want to build something for ourselves. So I think it's important that I'm here and that you are here. So let's take these opportunities to really do our best for ourselves and who we want to be and where we want to be. See, if we look at Namibia today, I would like to point out that Africa was carved up into different, let's say 54 different territories in 1884. And we have seen that in the 60s, I think SWAPO started 1959, if I'm not mistaken. We went to fight, we went to war to protect the very same territories that were carved up. So basically these Namibia, the concept of Northern Rhodesia and all of this, made it easier for us to be colonized, and this is something we went to protect again. Like, this is who we are, we made it our identity, so let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. If we look at Namibia today, it was one of the last countries in Africa to be independent, so it's one of Africa's youngest countries. Second to South Sudan, if I'm not mistaken, yes? Yeah. So we've had 30 years of independence. So what I define independence, I define dependence as a bin, and we are in it. We are independent. We've never been independent because we've never been able to produce anything for ourselves. Our leaders have implanted the idea of instant gratification, so we roll with it now. As early on, I remember some of our parents making statements like, I don't understand why in Botswana ministers live in small houses, but in Zambia, a minister, you know, if you're a minister, you must have a big house, you must have a big farm, you must have what. You know, so in reality, the position of minister and the position of president is what allows you to be rich and powerful and such. So it's not about serving the people, it's really about instant gratification. It's about driving in that nice new Mercedes-Benz. It's about getting the S&T when you travel. How many times did our president travel when he became president? He was all over. I mean, those are things we all want. If we look at our country today, a lot of things, we think about it. Who's from the north here of Amboland? So when you drive to the north, when you look to the side and to this side, can you imagine yourself entering that yard and going in there and exploring your country? Have you ever asked yourself who owns this piece of land to my left and to my right? When you're driving all of those 700 kilometers. If we look at, let's look at fisheries. How many of us own a fishing quota here? How many of us know someone that owns a fishing quota? Okay. Diamonds. Gold. How many mines do you know of and who owns them in this country? And who is connected to the elite Namibians? Politicians. Those are the elite, right? Yeah. So who has a direct connection with them? Who intermingles with them? Who chats with them? And what discussions do you have? Can somebody tell me? The tenderpreneurs, né? And if you think about it, these tenderpreneurs, do they actually have skills? And are they actually transferring skills? I don't think there's anything wrong with tenderpreneurship personally. But I think there's everything wrong with the way we spend our money at the end of the day. And I think it requires a lot of education. You know, I wouldn't say being wealthy, managing gold and all of these things is new to Namibia, because before slavery, Africa was, in fact, look, I'm going to be talking a lot of random stuff. It's been a long day, but feel free to ask questions. Feel free to say I'm wrong, whatever. For the last, let's say, 5,000 to 6,000 years, the only place in the world that has been the most influential and the most hotspot, it's always been Africa. The world is nothing without Africa, whether it's our labor, our culture, our resources. The world has nothing without it. And I'm talking for the last 6,000 years where history has been recorded. What must I do? Omaska, Onandikufego. Nga. Okay, cool. So for the last 6,000 years, for Europe to learn anything about civilization, it was learned from ancient Egypt and ancient Ethiopia. For any place, anywhere else in the world to learn about universities and education and sciences and all of these things, the last place in Africa to be really rich in this was Timbuktu, and I think we're talking the 1400s. So if you look at yourself, you must really remind yourself that Africans are not products of slaves or slavery. But we put ourselves in that situation because all we want is instant gratification. You see a hot chick, you need to chop it immediately. You see a nice car, you need to buy it immediately, so you are going to jack, you need to steal, you need to do this, you need to loot and plunder. But in reality, all we need to do is connect our minds. The most important resource in Africa is the people, African people. Oftentimes our leadership focuses their energy on gold, silver. We need to manage it well. What we need to focus our energy on is educating ourselves and our children. And everything else, even the land that we complain is being ruled by YT and all of these things, we should be able, with the right education, we can actually capitalize and take it back. But now, we have no resources, no intellectual resources, no intellectual infrastructure to compete in a court of law for anything that's important to us. So these are challenges that we face, and oftentimes we look at ourselves with very low confidence and assume that we are nobody across the world. But in reality, the world is nothing. I'm going to repeat that. The world is nothing without Africa. And I'm saying that for the last 6,000 years. America is built on the backs of Africans. Whether it's African labor, all the music that we listen to is black people from America. All the movies that we watch, you look forward to seeing a black person. In fact, I've lived in the US for 3 years. I moved there when I was 11. And funny enough, I could not imagine myself spending time with white people in America. All I could think of was Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, and Chris Tucker, and I assumed everybody was black. And that's how strong our culture is. If you look at 50 Cent, he's been to Japan. How many people speak English in Japan? But he had 60,000 people screaming, go, go, go shorty, it's your birthday. So you need to understand that your culture is powerful. And how many white boys, if you go to Klein Windhoek, to Eros, anywhere in the world, walks around with baggy jeans, do-rags, and trying to imitate the culture that we have invented? So recognize your culture and recognize the strength that you have in front of you and make use of it. Do not detach yourself from what is African. I know a lot of us, you look at a black person, you're like, oh, black people, ne? Because the guy tripped on an elevator or he got acquainted to something. Don't detach yourself from the situation. As a black person, always hold yourself accountable. So we complain of our leadership and we complain, these guys are messing up, they are corrupt, they are what? But in reality, our leadership is an extension of our society. They're a reflection of who we are. We are not any different from them. It's very likely that if I became president, I'll be doing the same thing that Hage Geingob is doing. You know, because we are one society and I'm just an extension of his way of life and his way of thinking. So I really appreciate everybody being here because what you're doing is leading by example. Now, speaking about leading by example is, I want to tell you a little bit about Free Your Mind. Free Your Mind is a business, I'd say me and JC started about 12 years ago. We started it when I was 21 years old. Like I said, I didn't go to university because I wanted to do unlearning. So my university became Free Your Mind, how to bring people together, how to design content, how to speak about, how to really express yourself and create ways for yourselves to make money, you know. And Free Your Mind was started on July 4th, 2008. It was started by 6 people. But if you look at Free Your Mind today, there's only one person who's consistent with it. And this is now your typical Africa. Everyone is on fire because we are most just talking now. Ciao, bro, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. When it comes to the actual doing, the instant gratification is now not there anymore. So you don't want to be there. Only the realest remain. Only the strong continue. So, like I can see everybody here, and I can see the vision, I see everything. But I'll guarantee you that at the end of it all, not everybody will be there. Because it becomes so difficult. It becomes so frustrating that if you are weak, you give up. For us, we've been running, let's say, let me speak about myself. I've been running this Free Your Mind thing for the last 12 years. And I'm not a poet, but I'll say one thing, that even if I'm stranded out in the cold, I would never trade Free Your Mind for a sack of gold. Because I know the power that I hold now. For myself, I'm not dependent on anybody financially. Also, with Free Your Mind, it's about telling our story. Now, a study has been made. It's been said that people who know their story and people who know their history cannot be deterred or confused, or they are more self-assured. They are original. They are self-assured. So why we started Free Your Mind is because we wanted to tell our own stories, where we come from, what we experienced, but we wanted to say it in a funny way. And I think that the fact that we are constantly telling our own story, a lot of people are able to relate to the stories, and a lot of people are able to appreciate the ideology of freedom of expression. Freedom of expression is something very rare in Africa. But in Namibia, funny enough, it's really rife. Freedom of expression is really important. And Free Your Mind plays a role in that, in expressing that, and promoting that. But then again, freedom of expression in Namibia means you can say whatever you want, you can march, you can what, but it's okay for the president to ignore you. So our freedom of expression doesn't translate into anything. It just means you are allowed to talk as much as you want. It's different from Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, you can't say anything. You can say as much as you want, but nobody takes it serious. The only way we are going to be taken serious is with things like this, with things like Free Your Mind, and the consistency, putting effort into what you do. If you are a Wambo here, like I'm a Wambo, a lot of people complain about the North, which I know the government is just sending money there, they are just what. Actually, the Wambos put effort into developing the North. The time of the diamonds and the gold mine and the whatnot, not the gold mines like Namdeb and all of that, they actually stole diamonds and developed their, like, if you look at shops like Punyu, I'm not saying he stole diamonds and whatsoever, but if you look at shops like Punyu, Tatenamjebo, if you look at, those are people who engage in developing their communities and such. Oshakati Ongwediva. If you look at football clubs like Oshakati City, that's an investment by Ben Awanga. So we live in a country where we don't invest in the most important things, which is education, which is arts and culture, which is sciences, and creating an environment for anybody who's interested in being a scientist to actually practice science. Look at this place here. This place, this is probably the first event that has been held here in the last 6 months. But this place is built here for the community. The community is not aware of it. It's very likely that if they come here, then they get pushed away, or maybe the guy is a bit scruffy, which, you know, the tribalism comes in and whatnot. I don't know, look, I'm not sure exactly if what I'm saying here is having any sense to you whatsoever, but what's important to me is the fact that you are here and you want to lead by example. And the only way is to lead by example. And you have to do it better than the government. You have to do it better than the corporates. You have to do it better than most people, because Africans are all that Africa has got. Our leadership, I personally feel they are weak, completely weak. I can say this on national TV. I can say it everywhere, you know. These people allow us to be abused day in and day out. If a black person is shot in the US, that's not a black person in the US. That's a black person who's been shot. That's our brother. That's who we are. And if we allow them to be shot there, we can easily be shot here. So we are one people. The idea is that not the entire Africa is going to unite. But if we, those of us that are in this room, can pull our resources together, can combine this with Free Your Mind, like material like this, and content and freedom of expression, I think that we can hold our communities accountable, because nobody is even holding the leadership accountable. They mess up, you keep quiet. You complain a little bit behind here, you keep quiet. But if you are able to actively participate in the economic, social, and political spheres, I think you can make a change. You know, the president or whoever, they will all be on their toes. So like when we live here, we really need to like actively participate in the democratic process. And the democratic process allows you to, you know, you don't disappear in Namibia as other countries. You can literally go to the ombudsman. There are so many institutions. And again, that's another thing that we have. We don't have strong institutions, but at least we have institutions. And if we constantly hold them accountable, saying this is wrong, this is right, do this better, do that. And you need to be able to lobby and advocate for things that you want. Like those are really important words in a country like Namibia, lobbying and advocacy. The best lobbyists in Namibia are the ones who lobby for the mines. They can get things done by the president at the snap of a finger because they got the money and they play us out. But we need to be able to lobby and advocate for things that are important to us. You know, ultimately, I would like Free Your Mind to create something like a mainstream Hollywood for Namibia, where actors and actresses and people in the creative sector can actually express themselves, where if we see something wrong and make a movie about it, we have the power to influence the way people think. You know, we want to change the way Africans view themselves, because in reality, we are the first continent to be highly civilized. And now we are like fallen completely back, you know, so it's really time. The second. 2 minutes. Okay, cool. So now, the most important thing is just leading by example and really taking Africa back to its place, you know, to the place where it really, really belongs. And it's not very hard. All you need to do is follow up. Pick up that book by Kwame Nkrumah. Pick up that book by Malcolm X. Pick up that book by Marcus Garvey. Those doctrines guide you into the right way. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything they were talking about is going to happen, is happening. So really just find a way to navigate your way around the political, economic, and social spheres of Africa. And as a team, I believe that we can pull it off. Again, I don't know if I made sense, but I think it's more important than anything just to express yourself and try to lead by example. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Embako imwe mbali natu. Microphone checker. Microphone. Mic check 1 2. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to the Society of Peace and Success. My name is Kama Nakandungile. I've got another name which is my first name, Cleophas. I don't really like it. I prefer Kama. Okay. I have reasons why I don't like the name. Okay. It's still my name though. It's like having your dad, an abusive dad or an abusive mom that you don't like. There's nothing that you're going to do. They will still be your parents. Okay. We have a screwed up Africa, but this is our land. There's nothing we can do. You can run away, go live in the UK, go live in America. You're still going to belong to Africa. Okay? This is where the original person came from. Okay? This is the beginning of everything. That's where life was first founded. It was in Africa. The rest that you were taught was a lie. Okay? The reason why we are all here today is the purpose is unity. Okay? Our politics is Ubuntu. But today, we live by the European politics, according to the European system. Politics is a Eurocentric system that was designed not to make our lives better, but to make the white supremacist lives better, the white people's lives better, the Europeans better, okay? It's not by accident that Africa is so messed up. It's not by accident that you are messed up, okay? That's because the system was designed that way, okay? So politics, to me, is one of the biggest seeds of evil, okay? It's one of the biggest seeds of evil that is guided by so many institutions. It's guided by so many institutions of law, you know, because for the purpose of protecting white supremacy. That is the reason why I don't vote anymore. I'm not saying don't go vote, but when you feel like there is somebody that needs to be voted for, go and vote. But otherwise, if you have got something that you need to do, you don't have to leave it to go and vote for somebody that is just going to screw up this society some more. All right? So we need to get away from this organized madness called politics and come together as the black people, as the Africans, as white people. You understand? Because my message is not always directed to, and the anger is not always directed to white people, because there's so many good white people out there as well that are Africans that are willing to work with us and make this Africa and this world a better place for all. But then the majority that are under the white supremacy system are here just to better the white people and make sure that you just live in Havana while they all live in town. Unfortunately, the majority of you guys, when you make it, the making it is now, so is the so-called education system. When you make it, when you get your degree, the degree which is the paper of the master, the slave master, What do? You were born in Havana. You lived in Havana all your life. Your mom, your dad are still in Havana, in Katutura, but you decide, I'm going to build my house in town. I'm going to live in Ludwigsdorf because that's where my peers are, the people at the level of my education. Because you think now you are educated, you are better off than everybody else. And then what do? You start to undermine everybody that lives in the area where you were born, in the area where you are from, the area that made you the man or the woman that you are today. So guys, we need to wake up. It's about time that we wake the hell up as the African child. We should be able to know who is in control of this world. You are not in control. But under this society, we want to make sure that we educate you, we empower you, we develop you physically, mentally, and make sure that you are equipped with all the right ingredients, with all the right weapons. You know, I'm not talking about guns. When we talk of weapons, we speak about your mind. We speak about all the necessary ingredients that you need in order for you to become a better human being. Okay? So I want to tell you about 3 organizations that actually runs the world. You don't run the world. President Hage Geingob, Sem Nujoma, Itula, all these guys, they don't run Namibia. Namibia is run by 3 organizations. Okay? It's the United Nations, the World Health Organizations, the World Bank, and IMF. IMF is the International Monetary Fund. Yes. So these are the 3 organizations that control the world. Okay? So all these are run under politics. So the United Nations control all your political systems. The World Health Organization controls all your health systems. And then the World Bank and the IMF controls all your financial systems. Okay? So at the end of the day, it's all about what these guys say. If World Health Organization says, Corona is here, you all have to go hide in your houses. You're going to have to go hide. Otherwise, the army is going to abuse you. It's going to kill you more than the Corona will. Okay? So guys, we need to be careful. These are white supremacist organizations. I'm never scared to say anything and to tell truth because that is what I live for. I will die telling the truth. Okay? I'm like Jesus Christ, the character that you guys are told about in the Bible and in so many good books. I love the Bible, I love the Quran, I love the Torah. But I'm going to tell you that these books are also written by people who have no respect, no the love for the Word of God. They've been mistranslated. You know, you find books like the King James Version that was written from the original book that was written in Hebrew. Okay? They mistranslated these things and then they fed some of you wrong ideas. Okay? So the UN, the United Nations, controls all the political systems. These guys, they make sure that whatever happens in your country, they are the ones that tells you what to do. That's why I'm saying you can run to the polls today, go vote for Itula. Itula wins, he's still going to run to the same. If Hage loses and Itula wins, Itula runs to the same master and say, Master, we have won, we are here, what are we going to do now? So what's the difference if they're all being controlled? When they say there's a disease, you are all going to be affected, irrespective of what. You have to do A, B, C. You're going to have to do it. If they tell you that you can be how rich, you can have all the mines, all the whatever, but your currency is going to be 10,000 times weaker than the US dollars, then it's got to be like that because they are in control. Okay? So guys, we need to be careful. Let us not, yes, we need to obey because the enemy is the one that is in control. But then, unfortunately, things are the way they are, but we need to be careful how we live our lives. Okay? So let us be careful about politics. Let us not make politics divide us. Okay? We need to unite as the people of Africa because, like I said at the beginning, color is not the most important thing. The color of your skin. I'm light in complexion, she's dark in complexion, but we are all black people. She's not more blacker than me because she's more darker than me in color. And the white man is also not more whiter than me because he's whiter than me in color. I produce kids that are more whiter than white people. I bet some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I've got 2 kids that are albino. Okay? Those kids are whiter than whites. So we give birth to white people, don't we? We give birth to, we are the ones that have given birth to everybody on this earth. So that shows that we are the original people. Okay? Now we are living life defined by colors, which is nonsense. Okay? So now, if you look at the whole systematic approach, you will see and notice that Africa or the black people are at the bottom of everything that is good and at the top of everything that is bad. Why is that? Because the system is designed that way. Okay? It's designed that way. Now, what is the focus here? Why are we here? Why did I, myself, decide that I am going to fight for the black people? This thing, the Black Economic Development Group, or Ubuntu, as we call it today, as we call ourselves, the Society of Peace and Success, did not start yesterday. Did not start the moment I called you guys out and said, let's go work for this thing. It started many years ago. Many, many years ago. I started planting the seeds long time ago. And I said, I cannot do it alone. I need Chicken, I need Cecilia, I need Daniel, I need everybody. I want everybody on board. Because it's not about me, it's not about you. It's about your kids, the future generation of Africa. These guys are going to say, they're going to talk like me. Because I used to say, our forefathers were pussies. Why? Because I believe that they are the reason why we are in this situation. They did not have, I wanted to say big balls, but okay, I said it anyways. I believe that these guys gave up so easily. They allowed the white man to take over. But unfortunately, the revolution is here today. You guys here, you are the best thing that would happen to the black people or to the African people of the world, irrespective of where they are, in the UK, in the United States, wherever they are. You guys are going to guide me and everybody and every leader here to make sure that we make Africa a better place. And we are not just going to do that by talking, okay? Because talking is cheap. Talk is cheap. Martin Luther King came, he spoke. Malcolm X came, he spoke, even though there was a little bit of action. The Nation of Islam, under Louis Farrakhan, they spoke. There's a little bit of action happening there, but they are not supported. If we can create more groups like this all over the world, we can make this world a better place. Okay? So, guys, we need to unite. We need to come together. We need to build institutions. Okay? We can start with this. These products were made by black people. Okay? These things were not made by white people. When the corona came, we sat together with my team. Some of the guys are in South Africa. I said, guys, let's come up with something. What can we do? Let's come up with something. How can we make at least 10 million from this corona? Let's make immune boosters. Let's start this organization. That's when everybody started running around. I can do this. I'm a microbiologist. I can do this. I can do that. Then we said, yes, this is the way to go. How can we bring other brothers or other sisters into this organization so that we build this institution further? What can we do? Let's target all the key institutions like the film industry, entertainment industry, the sports industry, okay, the creative industries. Then that's when we decided, guys, that's when the guys from ASEI came in, okay? Africa Sports Sports Entertainment and Investment Group. They said, this is what we are going to do. Our plan was always to build facilities in Africa, at least in a couple of countries in Africa, in order for us to create a so-called entertainment industry, because our stories have been told by the white man for so many years. He doesn't know our story, but he keeps on twisting our stories. And then he puts himself on top of every story of ours that he's our God. The white man is not our God. He's not better than us. We are actually better than him. But we are afraid, we are scared. First of all, he scares us with religion. He tells you that you need to do things in a certain way. Otherwise, if you don't do them right, if you don't obey him as your master, you are going to burn in hell. There is no hell, guys. The only hell you can burn in is right here on this earth. When you are in poverty, you are in hell. When you are in good health, you are in heaven. When you are in a messed up health, you are in hell. It's about time that we create our own heaven, guys. Heaven is here. And I cannot create the heaven for you if you are not putting in an effort. Okay? Chicken earlier said that some of you guys will disappear from this organization. It's not everybody that has good intentions. Some people are natural devils. Their job is to destroy. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope everybody is going to be here at the end. And everybody is going to make sure that whatever happens, even when other people comes into this organization and leave, they are still going to leave us standing. And we are going to make sure that at least in the next 5 years, a few industries, a few schools are standing. That is going to be the Aboriginal University, because that is the main plan. The Aboriginal University. That is a university that tells truth, that gives you a need-based education system. What is a need-based education system? Look at all the crap that you went through. I always explain it like this. There's 4 layers or levels of education. There's kindergarten, there's primary school, there's high school, and then there's university. Okay? Now, if you look at things right now, you'll notice that these 4 levels of education are not connected. So that shows that the system is messed up. Because in kindergarten, kinder means child in German. Okay? Garden is a place where you plant your seeds. Now, here, right now, in the current education system that we are, all the wrong seeds are planted here. Now, what can we do to make sure that we remove all the ugly, dead plants from our kids, from our kids' heads? Is to make sure that we create a need-based education system. Now, this is what we are going to do under the Aboriginal University. We are going to connect these 4 systems, 4 levels, okay, of education. Because right now, it's a mess. Kindergarten, primary school, high school, the moment you are done with these ones, you go to university. Once you go to university, they throw this one away. And then the rest of your life is judged based upon the 4, 5, 6, 7 years that you spend at this rubbish place. Okay? Now, if you can connect these 4 from top to bottom and from bottom to top, you are going to have a brilliant education system looking around at things that you need. We need more scientists. We need more teachers. We need more people to be involved in agriculture. We have so many people that have studied accounting right now at university, but there's only 10,000 jobs for accountants available, while there's 20,000 people out there. What do we do with the other 10,000? So then what we need to do is stop doing accounting at the university, because it's not needed right now. Or we are going to say, we need builders. Because what we are going to do now, we are all going to wear overalls and we are going to get dirty. No more office jobs. You guys love office jobs. You want to sit there with aircon, with a suit, looking all nice and shiny. Because for you, that is success. That is not success. Success is a state of mind. Okay? When you are successful is when you are also able to provide either a service or a product to somebody. Then you are successful. If you can't do that and all that you are waiting for is a paycheck, then you are unsuccessful, my friend. You are unsuccessful. So now, we need to build homes. Most of you guys live in ghettos, okay? Most of you guys live in ghettos. Maybe not you here, but I'm talking about the masses out there. You know, the most important, our kids, you know, some of them are even cutting themselves with the houses, the zinc where they are staying, when they are playing, running around. Because they are not protected. Zincs are supposed to be on top, okay? It's very cold in winter, very hot in summer. Who wants to live in such a condition? While some people are living in better houses among white people. Even some of those that lived there when they were kids, when they grew up, they were so dumb, they thought they made it, they went to build their houses there. You need, for you to be called smart, you need to develop the area where you are from. The moment you run away from where you were developed, your grassroots, and then you are not smart. You are one of the dumbest people that this earth have produced. Okay? We need research centers. When the corona came, you were all running like headless chickens. You didn't know what to do. You were waiting for the white man to produce. When is this guy going to bring us the vaccine? When is he going to do da-da-da-da-da? He brought you the flipping disease. How do you expect him to bring you the vaccine just like that? He wants to make money from you. He wants to confuse you. That's what the enemy does. That's what the devil does. That's not how God works. Black people, you are the most godly people on this earth. Irrespective of how many people were killed by this devil, you forever forgive him. You forgive him, and then you continue with your life, and then you even live with him. And among his people, because you think he's success and you think he's God, because he painted your Jesus white. Jesus was not a white man. Jesus was a black man. I'm not going to go deep into that whole story. You need to find out yourself what Jesus was. It's not important today. The color, like I said, color is also not that important. What's important is your economic standard. In what condition are you, black child? You are in a messed up condition. You are in a condition of a pig in its pigsty. That's what we are. We are dirty, but we don't have anything. Usually dirty people always create. You are the cleanest. You wear the nicest shoes. Demfayo said it earlier. He spoke about you guys, you know, wearing nice clothes. You are in a position where it's more like you are in a competition with each other. Because you have nothing and everything is new to you, every time you see something, you want it. You see somebody with a car, oh, I also want that car. Jealousy and envy. That is the biggest disease among us today. And that's the reason why we are not uniting. That's the reason why black people are the biggest devils now. We are surpassing the white man in the devilish nature. Come on, guys. Wake up. Let's make Africa better. Let's open businesses. Let's run these businesses together. How do we incorporate? We can have a picture of Free Your Mind on these things. Make sure that Free Your Mind is known. We can have a picture of your brother or your sister on these things. We can have our own magazine like this. Not in black and white, like this. This magazine is coming out. This is not a joke. Me, I'm one of those guys, when I decide I'm putting my mind to this, I'm going to do it. I will do it. Luckily, I have you guys. Some of you guys have already learned to trust. Because you've shown to me that you are ready to work. You are living the devil's, what you call, nature outside, and you are coming to work with God. I am God, you are God. Okay? We are Ubuntu. Together we are better. Together nobody can destroy us. Okay? We want to have our own kickoff magazine. You guys know already we are running a football league. We ran the Windhoek Super League. It was going very well. I was taking money out of my own pocket, 100,000 to give to the winner of this league, until Corona came and stopped it. Even when the devil comes and say, I'm going to destroy this, there's always something good in it. Because for me, I believe the devil and God are the same thing. Why do I say that? Take fire, for example. When fire cooks your food, you say, thank you, Lord, for the food that we're about to receive. But when it burns down your house, the devil is a liar. This devil, he destroyed my house, he destroyed my livelihood. Who is doing all that job? It's God. And we all have that in us. You have the God in you, you have the devil in you. But in a black man and a black woman today, the devil dominates. And we need to get the devil out of us. Okay? We are greedy. So now we are going to come together as the tribe of Ubuntu. Okay? That is who we are. When somebody asks you tomorrow, who are you? What is your tribe? Are you a Vambu? You say, no, I'm not a Vambu. Yes, I was a Vambu. My roots are Vambu, but I'm Ubuntu. That is who you are. We are going to create a new flipping tribe. Okay? All of you here, you are Ubuntu. You are not closer anymore. No. I bless you as Ubuntu. Ubuntu is... It doesn't matter. Yes, it doesn't matter. But we are Ubuntu. Whether we call ourselves Bantus or whatever, we are going to work on it. Okay? Somebody asks you, who are you? You are a Bantu, you are Ubuntu. Okay? That's who you are today. Because tribe is what is destroying us today. You look at people by the color of their skin. You look at the people by the place where they are born or where they are from. Or social status. Are you rich or are you poor? If you are poor, you're not my friend. You are from a poor family, you are not my friend. But today, we are all here on the ground. We are all planting the seed of Ubuntu, the seed of greatness. We are going to do it like the white man did it. The Caucasian. The white people, do you know that white people also have tribes? The Scottish, the Irish, the German. Those are tribes. These guys used to do exactly what you guys are doing right now. They used to kill each other. They used to have tribal wars. They used to have all this nonsense.
45, World War II.
Yes. You understand? We were even part of their war. Fighting, we didn't even know on whose side we were. We were just fighting because we were told to go fight. Okay? So guys, the Caucasian, they created their own Ubuntu called the Caucasian. If you ask a white man in America today, who are you? Say, I'm a Caucasian man. But you are African American. You don't belong here. You belong where? They even tell you that you don't even belong in Africa, but they call you African American. Okay? It doesn't matter. Next time, just say I'm African. Or say I'm Ubuntu. I'm a Bantu. I'm from Africa. That's who I am. I'm going to die that way. That is the tribe of the original man. Black is not a color. Black is the origin. Everything starts from black. When you are in your mother's womb, you are in the darkness, you are in black. That's why the darkest person here, for me, is the most original person. You are from there. We are all from black. It's like when you take your printing machine, you'll notice that black dominates, the black color. Because it gives color to all the different, it gives birth to all the different colors. That's what black does. Nature doesn't lie, guys. Everything that you see, your instinct, that is your godly, mechanism that tells you that you need to do this. Sometimes you say, oh, I wanted to do that. I didn't want to leave my child in the house. I knew there was a bucket of water. My child was going to fall in there and die. You didn't trust your instinct. You didn't listen to the voice of God that speaks in you. Okay? So guys, we are going to run away from the political system. We are going to run away from the religious system, from the envious and jealousy system, okay? And we are going to be under Ubuntu, one tribe, okay? One tribe. We are not going to have division. And like I said, the giant in you has to be awakened. From today on, I don't want you to think the same way you were thinking yesterday. Never mind when you come out of your house and you are not wearing too nice. It doesn't matter. We don't care. Okay? People don't care also. Even the one that say, oh, my bra, wajari kwashikano. Oh, me bro, what is an? What's a school nest there? Go me plug is an. Doesn't matter. As long as you are good to go. As long as you are heading where you are going to go and solve the problem that you are going to solve, you are good to go. Okay, I'm not saying that you should wear like street bums or whatever. No, be decent. Okay, what I'm saying is don't waste too much time in the shower and too much time in the mirror. Especially men. Do you guys know that we have no men in this society no more? Huh? We don't have men. We have bunch of pussies walking around. Where is the lion in you? Huh? Well, by pussy I mean pussycat. Okay? That's what I mean, guys. Okay? I mean pussycat. So I want the lion. I want the lion in you to come out. Okay? That's why when a man like me talks about, no, me, I don't want to date one woman. I want to date at least 2 or 3. And you're like, hey, this nigga is crazy. I'm not crazy. I know what I want. I want to live like a real man, like the way my ancestors used to live. I don't want to be having like a one woman and be saying, you know, I can. Everybody is equal. Okay? By equal, I mean you can become whatever you want. I don't mean we have the same strength. I don't mean a woman can do everything that a man does or the other way around. But I mean when it comes to economics, we can all do whatever. That's why a lot of women today decide, no man, fuck these black men. They are useless. Let me go get a white man. Okay? Because you guys are sitting in colleges today next to your girlfriend, waiting to go and fight for the same jobs, the white man's jobs. I remember a couple of guys that were in my class. Dumbass motherfuckers. These guys, when I went to university, they went to work in their father's companies. Those 2 guys, I'm not going to mention their names, they are millionaires today. I don't want to give them too much credit. They are millionaires today because Mr. White knows that university is rubbish. University is bullshit. It's all a prank that they are playing on you guys. Okay? So his degree is just to distract you from achieving better things in life. They give you their paper so that you run around looking for jobs at different companies. Then they promote you guys. Okay? They promote you so that when they promote you, you feel like, I'm better than the other guy under me, so I'm going to get a PhD so that I can get a better job again and get 30, 40, 50,000 every month. He makes 500,000 a month. He makes 2-3 million a month and gives you 20, 30,000 while you are the one bringing all that money. Okay, guys? You need to wake up. Huh? You need to wake up. Wake the hell up. Okay? My final topic, guys, I'm going to touch a little bit on religion. Okay? This is just going to be about 5 minutes. Church, the mosque, the synagogue. I know some of you don't know these things. Because when the white man came, he came with church, Christianity. That's all that he fed you. But there's so many other religions. This book that I wrote, A Broken Society. The original title was God's Message to Black People, but I decided to change it to God's Message to His People. I was advised by many of my elders like Boron Dungula, all those guys, you know. I give him credit.
In fact, he should be here.
Yes. He told me, no, my brother, make it at least African people, not black people. I said, okay, my brother. But it took me a while for me to actually take his advice. But he's right. Okay? This book talks about a lot. Once you read this book, you guys, your life will never be the same. It took me a couple of years to research, get all this information. You know, I had to listen to powerful men like Dr. Sebi. You know, when they said, no, there's no cure for HIV, I knew these fuckers were lying to us. There's no way.
Dr. Sebi created it.
When they said, there is no cure, I said, you guys are lying. It's not true. I listened to guys like Louis Farrakhan. That's why my daughter's name my newborn baby is Louisa Farakana. Okay? That's her name. It's the only child of mine that I didn't name Kama. I'm so obsessed with my name. Okay, now I've got another one with no Kama name, but all of them have it in them. So let's talk about religion. Why is it that our woman is so attached to church? Why does she go to church so much? Do you know why? Because she has given up on you. She's going to the men of God. She's going to look for divine intervention because you have become useless in this society. You have become useless as men. Okay? So she decides, I'm going to this man that is going to comfort me. Because he's more of a godly man. Okay? I'm going to look for the Jesus in this person. Because they act more like they have power. They act more like they are real men. Even though he's wearing a suit or he even come with shorts there. Be like, Father. Yes, Father. When they are talking. Okay? You call him Father, but you don't call your boyfriend or your husband Father. But some of these guys are fake prophets, fake pastors that are just there to make money from you. Okay? I don't blame the woman because the woman does not love a man with no power. But as soon as you find your power, the moment you find your power, every woman would want to come to you the same way that they ran after the pastor. Okay? So you need to wake up as the black people of this world, work together, and create something beautiful. Create an economy. Plant seeds of greatness. Because if we don't do anything, after a couple of years, what are our kids going to say? They failed us, our ancestors, because we are all going to be ancestors. Do you know that we are all going to die, all of us in this room? I don't know who's going to die first or last. Maybe it's me. You never know. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with death. Because we don't die. I hope you know what I'm talking about. You don't really die. You are going back to the place where you were before you were born. I don't know where that is. I just know that's where you're going to go. And you will re-emerge. And when I die and she's still here, you know that I'm still here. Because she thinks like me, she looks like me, she does things like me, so it means that I don't die. But our job is to make this world a better place, but we don't do that. Men, you as the provider, you as the protector, you live in an unusual habitat. Okay? Because as a provider, you are supposed to provide, but some of you spend so much time in front of the TV watching series and all this nonsense. You don't work. You sleep so many hours that you compete with the dead people. Okay? The only time you should really sleep is when you die. Right now, you are here to graze, to work. Do it like the way the white man does it. Why do you think the white man is so respected by your woman? It's not that he's better than you. It's just because he has more power than you. Come on, man. Let's get back our power. Okay? Let's get our power back. It's sad, man. It's sad for me when I see that we are so useless as the black men. All we want is to wear suits and look nice. Get dirty. Wear overalls, man. Let's create farms. Let's get dirty. Let's open supermarkets. Okay? Our women can be teachers. That's why in the Nation of Islam, there's so much of the education that is given to the woman. 75% of the education goes to the woman. Only 25% goes to the men. Because when you educate a man, you educate an individual. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Okay? They educate these people, and then when you are out there hunting, she's educating your kids. And then your kids grow up to be better people. But now, who is educating your kids? Who is raising your kids? It's people that don't give a damn about them. Okay? The nanny doesn't give a shit about your kids. She just wants her pay. Whether you pay her $500 or 700 or 1,300, that's all she wants. Okay? Women, I don't have a problem when I go work hard and my woman is at home looking after my kids and chopping my money. I don't care. That is what a man should do. Provide for her. Then she looks after our things. Because she knows we always die first in most cases. She knows that when this nigga gone, this shit is mine. You know? This shit is mine. So it's ours. Me as the mother, as the one that looks after everything here, I should be taken care of. It's the same way as the way we eat. We eat too damn much. Okay? I used to eat a lot. I don't know. I used to have a big belly. Like this, I gained a little bit of weight. But I'm still losing. This thing is also helping. The Vital M. It's very nice. Best product we've created so far. You know, I never thought I would ever be happy about a certain drink or a certain something that was created by us. But these are lovely products, guys. We should market them. We should put them out there into the world, on the internet, guys. Facebook is there. All we do is just go and talk nonsense, talk gossip, do all this rubbish. But what we can do every single day, just take one of your products. You know, from here, each one can take a six-pack from here. So what you do, you just take a selfie, put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, put it on whatever. You know, there's even a competition where you can win money. Tell your friends about these products. Tell them if you take a picture with one of our products, you stand a chance to win your share of $1 million that the company is giving away. Okay? So, guys, come on, man. I'm glad that you guys are here. You know one thing about me? You know when I decided we were going to do this seminar, I just decided we were going to do it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay? I didn't even think about, then I went to make tickets. I didn't think about the crowd or whatever. Because I could have been speaking to one person here. I didn't give a damn. But I'm not speaking to one person. At least I have you guys to speak to. I'm not speaking to the wall. We had Chicken here speaking to us. It was inspiring. I want you guys to learn from me. I'm a natural speaker, though. I want you guys to learn from me. You know, all you need when you speak is confidence, nothing else. It's confidence and the understanding of what you're talking about. But if you don't know what you're going to talk about, no matter how much you speak, you're just going to talk rubbish. And nobody's going to listen to you. So now, you guys are going to learn. You're going to do your homework. You're going to study. When this book comes out, I want it out end of this month with two other books. Okay? The moment these books are out, I want all of you guys to read these books. We are going to sell these books. We are going to make money from these books. And we are going to do many of our other things that we are doing. We are going to open our industries. Okay? We are going to build our homes. We're going to receive our land very soon from City of Windhoek to build our center. Okay? I told you guys about ASEIG, Africa Sports Entertainment and Investment Group. They are ready to give us a couple of millions to build the facilities. In this facility, there's going to be a school, the Aboriginal University. There's going to be an entertainment center. There's going to be a film studio. There's going to be an ultimate stadium, 5,000 seater with a running track. So meaning that if you go through that book, I bet you all have the magazine. If you go through it, you'll notice that there's so many things that are in this mag, ASEIG. You'll notice that, you see, these are the main companies. This is Aroma Lab Africa, which is our perfume company, cosmetic company. This is, and you guys, do you even buy cosmetics from us there? You need to smell good. These are our products. ASEIG, these are the guys that are going to give us the bags. We just need to get permission from City of Windhoek. They said we must go. They even told me already a long time ago that I must just go and look for land that I want and go back to them and tell them this is the area that I want, and then they will listen to us even for 99 years. 99 years, guys, if we get that land, all we do is pay 1,200 every month for that land. In the next 50 years, some of us are gone already. Our kids are the ones that are going to fight for them to add a couple of years on top of what we've built. You understand? There's so much. going on. This is my team. You guys are so beautiful. I always think these are the most beautiful people in the world. Okay? In here, we have the board. I'm going to add Chicken and a few other people here as well. These are the 3 books that I'm going to release end of the month. Okay? Some of our products. Just want to show you, even though it's in black and white, our stadium, 5,000-seater stadium, basketball indoor arena. So with this indoor arena, we can do so much. Free Your Mind will be hosted there. We don't have to be running around warehouse and other people charging us a lot of money. We are going to do it for free there. Tennis court, we are going to create and develop professional athletes. It's no more that nonsense. I'm a sports psychologist myself. Okay? I'm the best coach in Namibia, even though I don't do coaching anymore. All the 6 athletes that I was coaching, the majority of them were national champions. But I only coached them for 6 months because I know so much. Okay? Because sports was my life growing up. I've been doing sports since I don't know how old I was. But then, at the end of the day, we have got all this. You see, our stadium, our football clubs, all these clubs belong to us as the sports group. Okay? These clubs were already in the league that was running this year until Corona came. Okay, this league is starting again in Feb on the 6th of it's a Saturday, the 6th of Feb. We are going to have 24 clubs. We are going to make sure this thing goes because the winner of this league is going to get $500,000. Okay, and so many other prizes. So there's just so much. I've written books. I don't know if you guys heard about the book, The Mind of a Millionaire. It's written James C. Martins. I'm James C. Martins. That's a pseudonym. I did it on purpose because I didn't want you guys to say, come on, who the hell is he? You know? You need to be smart. I sold over 30,000 copies of that book. Okay? I think I'm the best author in this country, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? And many other books that I've written. We have got franchises. I don't know if you guys heard about the Ubuntu Pizzeria. You know, I brought guys on board. He was part of OMC, where they came and we were doing stuff. We were making money. The business was going. The perfume business was making money until the black man did what he does: corruption. He started stealing from himself and destroyed it. When he destroyed it, he thought he destroyed me. I'm driving my Corolla. I've got money packed in the bank. I decided, okay, you destroyed it. Thank you. I'm moving on with my life. But me making the black man or the African people's lives better will not end there. Here I am today with Ubuntu, with the society. I didn't give up. Somebody else would have given up on working with people. How many times have my parents called me, hey, come, I think it's time that you need to stop working with people. People don't care. They don't care. But it's my job. I was brought here on earth. You brought me here on earth to make it better. Not to come and sit around and cry when somebody steals a few hundreds of thousands of yours. Okay? So guys, this is a personal mission for me to make the black man's life better. Because I want to prove to the white man that he's not better than us. To myself. Okay? So guys, build our own bank. The People's Bank, the ultimate bank. You know, build our homes. That's the main. Our homes are going to be built in our facility and around our facility. Okay? We are not going to build in town. We are going to build in Havana and these areas. That's where we are going to build our facility. So whoever that is willing to accompany me to go look for that land, you are welcome to join me. Okay? The Afro World Studios. This is our Hollywood of Africa. Okay, guys? The exposure. These are our expos where we're going to invite all Africans to come together and we talk business. Okay? We are not going to go to Cannes Film Festival. We are going to do ours here. Okay? We are going to have Virgin Capital under our ultimate bank. We are going to make sure that we change the banking system, which is so biased. The banking system is just like the education system. It doesn't care about you. It only cares about white supremacy. When Van der Merwe needs a job, when he needs money, he only goes to the bank and say, "What do you?" And then he will be asked, "How much do you want?" When you go there, they ask you, "Where's your collateral?" But when you have a venture capital or an angel investment, we tell you, how is your business like? You bring your business plan or business proposal, we look at it, and then we decide, okay, this is how we are going to do it. We are going to put Gershwin in your business. We are going to take 50% of your business, and you guys are going to run it until the day you bring back our money. We'll give you back all your shares. But we are going to make sure we leave your business successful. And then maybe we can just have 5 or 2, 3, 4%. You understand? That is how we are going to run this thing. Facebook, whatever, all these guys were funded by angel investors. They didn't have money. They are not from rich families, all of them. Many successful businesses, that's how they do it. Because the white man, the Caucasian, they work together. We are divided. Divided by the dumbest things that you can find. Religion, politics, color of the skin, tribe, and all the nonsense. Okay? Wake the hell up, man. You call yourself educated, but you are not educated. You are only educated when you can do the right thing. If you have the paper, PhD, master's degree, and all that nonsense, you are not educated, my friend. You are programmed. Okay? So the education, your true education that you've ever had started today. I hope I've educated you guys. Thank you very much.
You know,
Yep.
Jay-Z has this line where he says, "It's not justice,
Yes.
just us."
Just us. Yes. What do you want justice for? And the justice that we always want is from the white man.